Your journey begins in a hidden nest deep within the muddy swamps of northern Australia. As you break free from your shell, the first thing you see is wait, how many? One, two. No, nearly 40 siblings. What a massive family. A shadow looms overhead. It's your mom. Maybe she's here to welcome you into the world. Or not. Instead of a warm embrace, she scoops you up. No, she's not eating you. This is just her unique way of transporting you all to the water. With a leap of faith, you plunge into the shallow waters, feeling the cool embrace of the swamp for the first time. Mom heads back to fetch more of your siblings. But love and protection? Not exactly. Before some of them can even take their first paddle, they're snatched up by lurking predators. This neighborhood isn't exactly friendly. Danger is everywhere. Instinct kicks in and you dive deep, following a few of your surviving siblings. Your long, slender body blends seamlessly into the murky depths, making you nearly invisible. That's when you realize you have an advantage over other swamp predators. Your camouflage is perfect for these waters. Plus, you can hold your breath for up to 2 hours. Mom returns with another batch of siblings, only to find that the swamp's all-you-can-eat buffet has already claimed half of your first group. Now it's just you and 7 others left. Let's see how this new batch fares. Mom does her best to fend off intruders, but when you have dozens of tiny wriggling snacks in a predator-filled swamp, it's no easy task. Within minutes, 80% of her kids are gone. And guess what? You're one of the lucky survivors. For now, carefully you slink away, hunting for your first meal, a tiny fish, or maybe that crunchy book over there? Either way, your tiny stomach needs filling. The first days of your life are spent swimming through your mom's swamp, snapping up anything that fits in your mouth, bugs, small fish, even the occasional tadpole. Mom keeps an eye on you, but she's not exactly the overprotective type. If a bird swoops down for a quick snack, it's up to you to escape or become lunch. Many of your siblings weren't so lucky. Some were snatched up by hungry birds, others were devoured by the lizards that occasionally visit the swamp. And when mom goes hunting, you're completely on your own. 6 months later, you've leveled up. You're now in your juvenile phase, bigger, bolder, and ready to claim your own little patch of riverbank. It's not much, but it's home. And out of your original massive family, only 5 of your siblings remain. Each of your siblings fiercely guards their little zones, but sometimes one gets bold, sneaking in through the shadows to hunt in your territory. And that's when the real fun begins. Not for you, but for the others who sit back and watch the showdown. These fights rarely end in death, but the wounds? Oh, they sting for days. By the way, your diet just got an upgrade. No more tiny snacks, you've moved on to the good stuff. Crabs, fish, frogs. If it moves and fits in your jaws, it's dinner. But wait, did I mention your ultimate superpower? No, not that. It's your skin, covered in tiny ultra-sensitive dots that let you detect vibrations in the water from up to 65 feet away. Basically, you've got a built-in surveillance system that alerts you to both danger and dinner. Speaking of dinner, there it is, a fish, gliding just ahead. You silently pursue it, the murky waters concealing your approach. Then, snap, it's yours. 3 months pass and suddenly, the dry season sneaks up on you like an unwelcome surprise. The vast swamp shrinks into a patchwork of tiny, overcrowded pools. Water vanishes, leaving behind cracked mud, stranded fish, and a very cranky crocodile population. And let's be real, nobody likes a hungry, irritable croc. Food becomes a rare treasure, and your diet takes a nosedive in quality. That scrawny little fish over there? Good enough. But just as you open your jaws, bam! Your brother swoops in and snatches it away. You glare at him, too exhausted to fight back and sink into the muddy water, grumbling. Hunger is making everyone desperate. And as if things couldn't get worse, the adult crocodiles start moving in, claiming what's left of the water holes and stealing whatever prey they please. You're not even worth a second glance to them, unless they're really hungry. Suddenly, a massive adult glides into your pool. You freeze, holding your breath, retreating to the farthest, shallowest corner, praying it doesn't decide you're worth the effort. It moves on. Close call. You exhale. 2 years fly by, and look at you now, 6.5 feet long and rocking that juvenile saltwater crocodile look. But your new size comes with downside. Hiding under branches? Not an option anymore. You're bigger, easier to spot, and now every predator in the swamp has you on their radar. It's time to move. You need a new home, somewhere with fewer predators and unfortunately fewer prey. Not ideal, but at this stage you're not picky. You're looking for a place that's uninviting, uncomfortable, and most importantly, less attractive to bigger crocodiles. That way you get safety without competition. Where to now? Your journey might take you down this river, or that one, or even across the open sea. Oh, did I forget to mention, you're the only type of crocodile that can survive in saltwater. Your swimming abilities are unmatched, allowing you to travel hundreds of miles across the ocean. That means you can explore distant islands, places perfect for a young croc like you. After weeks of wandering, you finally find it. A quiet stretch of river with salty waters and a few fish. A terrible place? Maybe. But for you, it's just right. The salinity here is cranked up. But does that bother you? Not even a little. You're one of the rare reptiles equipped with specialized glands that filter out excess salt, allowing you to thrive where others can't. From estuaries to open seas, this world is yours. Life settles into a rhythm. You hunt by stealth, relying on your sensory organs to detect even the slightest ripples. Oh, what's this? A rodent scurrying through your territory, completely unaware. Time for a lesson in boundaries. A quick dash, a powerful snap, and just like that, it's over. 12 years pass. Now you're a full-grown beast, 13 feet long, 1,000 pounds of pure muscle. But with size comes bigger problems. The prey here is no longer enough to sustain you. You need more. And the food-rich territories nearby? They're already taken. Time for a takeover. You size up your rival, a scarred, battle-hardened crocodile guarding a prime stretch of river. The standoff is tense. Tails swish, jaws gape, both of you posturing like two stubborn drivers fighting over a parking spot. Then the battle begins. Thrashing, snapping, clawing. Each blow sends shockwaves through the water. And then, snap! You land the decisive bite. Victory. The river is yours now. And what a river it is. Deep waters, perfect hiding spots, and enough prey to keep you full for weeks. Life is good. You strut through your new domain, sampling all kinds of delicacies. Wild boar, gazelle, and even the occasional shark, caught during one of your ocean excursions. When you're full, you stash your leftovers in the depths, safe from scavengers. But wait, a scent in the water. Not food, something else. A female crocodile. She's strong, graceful, and definitely not here for sightseeing. You know exactly what's going on. You approach cautiously, no romance here, just a strategic exchange. You circle, assess, and then... Well, that was quick. Back to hunting. Oh, another female. Forgot to mention, owning prime real estate attracts plenty of mates. And plenty of mates means plenty of intruders. No worries, you're strong enough now to handle them. But let's switch things up. What if you were the female? 6 weeks after meeting a mate, instinct tells you it's time to secure your legacy. That means one thing: building a nest. A hidden, sturdy fortress to protect your future hatchlings. You find a sunny, elevated patch near the water. It'll keep the eggs safe from floods. Using your powerful legs, you dig a deep hole, shaping the perfect incubator. Then you lay up to 50 eggs, each one a tiny blueprint of the next generation. Now comes the hardest part: waiting. The next 80 days are a relentless test of patience and vigilance. Predators are everywhere. Monitor lizards, birds, even other crocodiles, all eager for a free meal. But you're not having it. Every intruder that comes too close gets met with a hiss and snapping jaws. Most back off. The ones that don't, well, they won't get a second chance. Then, one day, the soil shifts. Faint chirps rise from the ground. Your hatchlings are breaking free. Your heart swells, not with warmth. You're still a cold-blooded reptile after all, but with satisfaction. You didn't sit around for 80 days for nothing. Carefully, you dig, clearing away the soil. Tiny, squirming bodies wiggle free. Miniature versions of yourself, wide-eyed and full of instinct. You gather as many as you can in your jaws. Not to eat, but to carry them gently to the water. Your fearsome teeth, designed for crushing bones, now handle your offspring with delicate precision. Their first taste of the swamp. But there's no time to celebrate. The neighbors have noticed. Birds, lizards, even fish circle like uninvited guests at a feast. One of your hatchlings disappears in a flash. A bird snatches it before you can react. A monitor lizard gets another while your back is turned. You hiss, snap, and drive them away, but the losses are unavoidable. The survivors scatter. Some dive underwater, others hide in the tangled roots. A few even cling to your back, relying on you for protection. And you? You patrol the area, ready for whatever comes next. Because in this world, survival is never guaranteed. But for now at least, they have a fighting chance. Your journey begins in a hidden nest, tucked away in the muddy swamps of northern Australia. As you break free from your shell, the first thing you see is a sea of movement. 1, 2, 5. Nearly 40 siblings. What a massive family. A shadow looms over you. Wait, is that your mother? Maybe she's here to welcome you into the world. Ow! Turns out she's not here to cuddle. Instead, she carefully scoops you into her powerful jaws, gently carrying you to the water. One by one, your siblings follow suit. But this swamp is no paradise. Before some even get a chance to swim, predators strike, snapping up your tiny brothers and sisters. You quickly dive underwater, instinctively knowing that survival means staying hidden. Your long, slender body blends perfectly into the murky depths, making you nearly invisible. But your biggest advantage? You can hold your breath for up to 2 hours. As your mother returns with the rest of your siblings, danger lurks everywhere. The swamp has turned into an all-you-can-eat buffet, and your family is on the menu. Only you and 7 others survive the massacre. Your mother does her best to protect the new batch, but with dozens of wriggling snacks in a predator-filled swamp, it's a losing battle. After a few intense minutes, 80% of your siblings are gone. But guess what? You're one of the lucky ones so far. With your tiny stomach growling, you cautiously hunt for food. Bugs, small fish. Anything that fits in your jaws is fair game. Crunchy. Not bad. Life is a constant game of hide and seek, where losing means becoming dinner. Your mother watches over you, but she's not a full-time babysitter. If a bird swoops in, it's up to you to dodge or be eaten. Many of your siblings don't make it, vanishing one by one. Some fall victim to lurking lizards, others to the sharp beaks of hungry birds. And when your mother leaves to hunt, you're on your own. 6 months pass. You've grown. You're stronger, bolder, and ready to claim your own little patch of riverbank. Your remaining 5 siblings do the same, each fiercely guarding their tiny territories. But sometimes one gets too bold, sneaking into another space to steal a meal. That's when the fights break out. For the rest of your siblings, it's pure entertainment. These battles rarely end in death, but the wounds sting for days. Your diet has evolved. No more tiny snacks, you've upgraded to crabs, frogs, and larger fish. If it moves and fits in your jaws, it's dinner. But your real superpower. Your skin. It's covered in tiny, super sensitive dots that let you feel the slightest vibrations in the water, from up to 65 feet away. It's like having an internal radar, detecting threats and prey before they even know you're there. You lock onto a fish, silently creeping closer. The murky water conceals your approach. Then, snap. The fish never stood a chance. 3 months later, the dry season sneaks up on you like an unexpected storm. The vast swamp shrinks into scattered pools, leaving cracked mud and exposed fish in its wake. And where there's limited water, there are hungry, cranky crocodiles. The once thriving ecosystem turns into a battleground. Food is scarce. Your diet takes a nosedive as you scavenge for whatever you can find. Oh look, a struggling fish? Perfect. You lunge, but before you can swallow, your brother swoops in and snatches it from your jaws. You glare at him, too exhausted to fight back, and sink into the muddy water, grumbling. But hunger is the least of your worries. The bigger, older crocodiles have arrived, claiming the last remaining pools. They take whatever they want, and you're just another obstacle in their way. A massive adult glides toward you. Instinct kicks in. You hold your breath, retreating to the shallowest part of the water, hoping he doesn't notice you. He doesn't. You exhale in relief. For now, you're safe. 2 years pass, and you're no longer a helpless hatchling. At 6.5 feet long, you carry the unmistakable aura of a juvenile saltwater crocodile. But with size comes a new problem. Hiding isn't so easy anymore. Your growing body makes you an easier target, and that means one thing. It's time to leave. Your journey to a new home begins. You're not looking for paradise. You need a place that's unappealing, uncomfortable, and lacking in prey. Why? Because that means fewer, bigger crocodiles. Your instincts guide you through rivers, swamps, and even across open sea. Yes, you're the only crocodile built for ocean travel. Your powerful swimming ability allows you to cross vast distances, exploring distant islands and remote coastlines. After weeks of wandering, you find it. A quiet stretch of salty river, nearly devoid of life. Perfect. Life settles into a rhythm. You hunt by stealth, using your hypersensitive skin to detect the faintest ripples of movement. Your meals range from unsuspecting rodents to fish, whatever dares to enter your domain. Years pass and you grow. By the time you reach 12 years old, you're 13 feet long and over 1,000 pounds. Your appetite? Insatiable. The smaller hunting grounds can't sustain you anymore, and the richer, prey-filled territories are calling your name. But there's a problem. They're already occupied. Time for a takeover. You size up a scarred veteran, the ruler of a prime river stretch. A tense standoff begins. Tails swish, jaws gape, and the fight erupts. You thrash, snap, and claw, the battle echoing through the water. Then, bam, you land a crushing bite. Victory. The river is yours. With control over this prime hunting ground, life is good. Your meals now include wild boars, gazelles, and even the occasional shark. Oh, and did I mention? Females have taken notice. One approaches, strong, graceful, and clearly not here for sightseeing. No romance, just a calculated exchange. Weeks later, it's nesting season. You carefully dig a hidden nest, laying up to 50 eggs, guarding them fiercely from scavengers. Monitor lizards, birds, even other crocodiles dare to intrude, but none leave unscathed. After 80 days, your eggs hatch. Tiny, chirping versions of yourself emerge, and you carry them gently to the water. But survival is brutal. Predators lurk everywhere, and despite your best efforts, many hatchlings are lost. Only a handful remain. Years pass. By the time you hit 20, you're a staggering 20 feet long, tipping the scales at 2,200 pounds. The undisputed ruler of your domain. Rivals avoid you, prey is abundant, and life is effortless. But time is relentless. Decades slip by, and at 70 years old, you're slower. Your once lightning-fast reflexes have dulled. A water buffalo approaches the riverbank. You lunge, but it senses you and flees. You sigh. The hunter has become the scavenger, surviving off scraps. And then a new challenger arrives, a young, powerful male. Everything you once were. A battle for dominance begins, and this time you lose. As the sun sets over the swamp, you sink beneath the water, letting the current carry you away. Your reign is over, but your legacy, it lives on in the depths of the river, where your offspring continue the cycle of life, just as you once did.